The goal of any business owner is to create it, to drive it, and then to delegate things to people who are better than you. I can say without a shadow of a doubt that my team in their respective positions are probably better than me at every one of those positions. Boom! Boom! What's up, everyone? Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com, CEO, MTS Nutrition. Guys, my Facebook fan page, facebook.com/Marc Lobliner. I rock it out every single day, answering your Q&As, posting it here. And of course, if you ask a question I answered on YouTube, you get a free 5-pound tub of MTS whey. Anyway, guys, this first one comes from Kyle Calvo. Kyle asks, Marc, where do you see MTS Nutrition going as a company after you retire from working or when you eventually pass away? Wow, that is some dire and mortal stuff there, Kyle. Number one, I will not be retiring. I'm never going to retire. I will always work. I will always have a job. My wife and I were just talking about, they found that grandparents who stay home and raise their grandchildren actually have less bouts of age-related diseases and all that stuff. I mean, thing is, once you start using it, you lose it. And Alzheimer's comes on faster. And honestly, I love working. I love my job. I love what I do. But as someone who has started and sold a company before with Civation that I started in 2004 and I sold in 2011, I'd be remiss to say that I'm going to go to the grave with this company. However, I will say at this time, I have no plans on selling it despite being number 116 Inc. 500 and all we're doing and getting some offers here and there. My partner Chad and myself have no intentions of stepping away. We still have a lot of things to do, a lot of epic things to do with MTS Nutrition as well as TigerFitness.com. And it's just an honor to work with my team. I have an awesome team in place and I want to see them grow from our marketing department to our COO, to our CFO, to our shipping people. I think there's a lot of growth and development within the company and I'd love to be there to foster that growth with my colleagues. With that said, a man named Jim Collins wrote a book called Built to Last. Built to Last is about basically building your company to last beyond your tenure there. And everybody tries to do it. I know Steve Jobs tried to do it. Everybody who starts a company, at least unless you're trying to just churn and burn, but anybody who starts a company from your heart, who starts a company with the intention of it going well beyond what you did. You know, you look at like a person whose namesake is behind something like a Hewlett-Packard or something like that. Like those guys are personally vested in the success in their brand. Even if not financially, just personally, it becomes like a child to you, like a baby. I honestly, where I see the company growing is hopefully if I do everything correctly, I will set this company up for success well beyond my departure date. In fact, I believe with the team I have in place that if I was to step away 100% in the next week, as long as I handed them over a good transition report, they might notice a little bit of a glitch in the beginning, but I think the company would do just fine. Maybe they'd see some issues like with Apple in the beginning, keeping up with product development that Steve Jobs is a huge part of and all that. Honestly, I'm not comparing myself to Steve Jobs, but it's a similar situation, company owner, you know, guy who drove the company with his vision and his focus. So I think that as I move forward as a person, I think the goal of any business owner is to create it, to drive it, and then to delegate things to people who are better than you. I can say without a shadow of a doubt that my team in their respective positions are probably better than me at every one of those positions, even though I was the original one in those positions. For example, National Sales Manager for MTS Nutrition, Matt, I guarantee you he's better than me at what he does. He's better than me at organizing international paperwork. He's better than me at handling the logistics of shipping to hundreds of accounts across the United States. He's very good at what he does. John, as the COO, is way better than I am. So the goal of any good leader is to essentially, along the way, delegate to people better than you. You have to be willing to hire people who are better than you. Where companies come into conflict or issue is when the company owner has such a big ego that he hires people lesser than them for fear of a conflict or for someone challenging them. I want someone who is not afraid to step up to the CEO and say that idea, but respectfully, of course, and say, hey, that idea I don't agree with, and here's why, and present present an alternative idea that's even better. Or even if it's not better, let's debate it. Let's talk about it. Let's refine the original idea. So I do not have a shadow of a doubt that when I step away, whether it's from death, retirement, taxes, whatever it is, taxes. Death and retirement and taxes. 3 things you don't hear in one sentence. But whether it's from, well, except for what's the 2 main things you know are going to happen in life, death and taxes. You know, I think that looking at things, be in a great spot. I have a great team in place. And it's not a company, you know, you look at other brands who are someone's namesake, you know, and they're based on someone's name and they're a celebrity brand. Our brand is not a celebrity brand. Our brand is a brand that stands on its own. We have with or without me, you know, let's be real, like my sales are so far beyond my YouTube reach or my Instagram reach. Like we've gone so far beyond. I walked in, I bought this iPhone X, okay? Mainly because my iPhone 6 was rigged to destroy itself after the battery started running out after 10 minutes of use. And the guy in the store, I was wearing the same hoodie, but the Tiger Fitness one. He goes, oh man, I love that place. That's where I buy my protein from, this MTS brand or something. I'm like, wow, that's awesome. So you really like that company? He goes, yeah, I had no fucking idea who I was. And that's the goal. The goal is, once you build your company, you know, is to have people see MTS and not Marc Lobliner. I don't want my brand associated with me. I want my brand to be my brand. In fact, I will say it's not even my brand right now. I am the founder, I am the creator, I am the CEO. But with our daily operations, I'm responsible for what, 2% of what we do? It's the team. So I would say that the company will be just fine. Built to Last by Jim Collins. I recommend you read it. They also wrote another book called Good to Great. Built to Last and Good to Great. Read it now. I'm Marc Lobliner, tigerfitness.com. And while I am still alive, buy your MTS. Buy a lot of it. So maybe one day I can test that whole retirement theory and see if I go berserk and just lose my mind. And that's not a game. Like this video, subscribe to this channel, and click on the link in the description box below to sign up for the Tiger Fitness newsletter. Within a week of publishing this video, we will give out a $50 gift card to tigerfitness.com to one lucky person who does all of these steps.